Good evening. I think last year around this time we had our channel partner meet in Calcutta, and I'm very happy to share with you that this is one business which has grown exponentially in the region, in the country. And last year, when we had our annual, this year only, in the month of April, when we had our annual conference in Chennai, East region got the best region award in the country, beating all the three big regions. And it has happened all because of you. Thank you so much. Big hands to all. So, on behalf of Sify, I would like to extend a warm welcome to all the channel partners of Sify, to the guests from Checkpoint. We are doing this event jointly with Checkpoint. To all the Checkpoint partners, to all the Checkpoint invited guests, and our associates. Welcome once again. And as you know, Chennai is going through a very rough patch because of heavy rain. So our national channel head, Mr. Natishmani, could not make it. Our marketing head, Abhijit, he could not make it. Okay, but as they say, the show must go on. So we decided to go ahead with this meet, which is so important to us. So I've got a small presentation, and I want this to be very interactive. I would like to share with you some of our wins that we had last year, some of the ongoing engagement. I may not be able to name the customers, not just from Calcutta, but also from outside, and how Sify as an organization, we have moved up the value chain. When we started way back in 97, 98, we started with internet services. We were the first private ISP in the country. We started with, parallelly we started with VPN services. At that point in time, it is IP VPN. Then we came into frame relay. Then MPLS VPN. We are one of the pioneers in VPN services. You know, we have got the VPN services in the country. We got award from Trust and Sullivan, IDC, so on and so forth. Parallelly, we built our first data center in the year 2000 in Vashi, when no enterprise, no big banks, no nationalized bank would think of keeping their mission critical data in a third-party data center. We had the conviction, so we created our first data center in Vashi, that on a Vashi railway station, just to prove to the world that when we say it is a earthquake, you know, it can, or it will be able to withstand any earthquake. So you know the local frequency of local train in Mumbai. So it is right on Vashi railway station. Okay, that was our first data center. And today we have 6 data centers across the country. We'll talk more about it because a lot of things are happening in and around data center, and how you as a channel partner can add value to this. So we started way back in 97, 98. You know, Sify is the first ISP from India to be listed on NASDAQ. Last October, we had completed 15 years on NASDAQ. Apart from VPN and data center, we launched services like remote infrastructure management, NOC services, which is Network Operations Center, SOC, which is Security Operations Center, in the year around 2004-05. We built our first landing station in Mumbai in Warsaw in the year 2010. So I'll talk more about it during the network presentations. And also we launched our cloud services in the year 2012. And today we have almost about 300 odd customers on cloud. And we have launched our SAP services in the year 2030. We'll talk more about it. So Sify, today we are at Sify 3.0. We started with internet, then we forayed into VPN, data center. Slide change, right? Oh, thank you. So network, security, data center. And today if you look at, we are a total 100% pure play IT services company. So that's the journey, and I'm very happy to share with you. I have been part of Sify in all its journey from 1 to 3. Okay, in various roles and responsibilities between Calcutta and Delhi. So I have seen Sify grow from 2-3 crore company to 1,500 crore company in all its journey. I would like to share with you one interesting data. Okay, this is what on the right hand side, if you look at what Gartner has to say about the market trend in the year 2013, they say market is going to be like this. This is the trend. They said everything will be available as a service. No matter what you buy, everything will be available as a service. They say it will not be, no more capex. It will be pay-per-use model. They say it will be one integrated packaging. You go to one service provider, you will get you everything under one umbrella. It will be a pay-per-use model. It will be as a service. That is what they have predicted about the market in 2013. And they said that it need not be in your place. It could be anywhere. Okay. And then they said, risk, you will not take the risk. The risk will be on the service provider. So this is what they have predicted about the market. And if you look at Sify, we were also doing things in the year 2009. We have been providing infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, network as a service, data center as a service, DR as a service, application as a service. Everything was as a service, which we have been providing since 2009. So it is kind of aligned with the market predictions, whatever Gartner has predicted. So the model is available with us today on an absolutely pay-per-use model. If you use 1 GB of data, you pay me for 1 GB only, right? 1 year down the line, you need 10 GB, you pay me for 10 GB 1 year down the line, not right now. Okay, so that's the model that we have, and we give you the entire thing. You have an application, you would like to bring it to my data center, I give you the entire infrastructure in my data center, and we will remain a single point of contact for you. If you look at Sify's DNA, when we started with the infrastructure company. We started with network, then we had gone to data center, then we have moved further, and we have created the cloud infrastructure. So the investment has gone into creating this infrastructure. This is the core. This is the core. And in the last 2-3 years, what basically we have been doing, we have been investing on consulting services and other professional services. Okay, so today, we can do your network audit, we can do your security audit, we can do, if you want to do or you want to consolidate your data center, we can provide you consulting services. So on the top of the infrastructure, we have built these services. This is the network. Our presence, we are there in every nook and corner of the country. We have implemented the largest MPLS in India, which is a Department of Post. When we got this order, some 3 years back, there were a lot of buzz in the market. People said that Sify will never be able to complete this project, because that time Sify was around 1,000 crore company and begging an order of 982 crore project. There were a lot of discussion in the market that Sify is finished. They will not be able to execute this project. But we have done this project successfully. 30,000 post offices we have connected, 60,000 links. We have created their DCDR, and post office is running their core banking application right now on our network from the DC and the DR that we have created. Okay, so we are there in all the states, 5 UTs. We have about 2,000 plus POPs, covering around 12,050 cities and towns. And apart from DOP, we are managing around 42,000 links. Including DOP, it will be around 1,10,000 links that we are managing today. This is the international connectivity. So as we said, we have built our first landing station in Mumbai. Versova. So that is from the transatlantic side, and from Chennai it is the trans-Pacific side. So we have peering point in Singapore, Hong Kong, London, New York, and LA. Okay, so within even the transatlantic we have redundancy, trans-Pacific we have redundancy. So multiple fiber through the trans-Pacific route, multiple fiber through the trans-Atlantic route. So if any of your customer is looking for international MPLS connectivity, so you have a story to tell them, the kind of redundancy that you can provide, or any of your customer is looking for a premium business class internet bandwidth, so you can say that the redundancy that we have, it is not just within a particular your oceanic path, but even between oceanic path we have redundancy. Okay, and the landing station is ours. We have built the landing station. So, yeah. This one is not visible, right? Right hand side, right? It's coming very fast. Even here it is coming fast. It's not getting. Anyway, so we'll go ahead. So on network, these are the following services that we provide from network, right from designing to building your network and managing the network end to end. Okay, so the entire gamut of the network services that we provide. This is the data center services. So these are the world-class Tier 3+ data centers that we have across the country. These are Uptime Institute certified data centers. These are SAP certified data centers. These are ISO 27001 certified. These are ISO 20000 certified. So and the services that we provide from out of this data center is absolutely as per ITIL guidelines. So we have 3 in Mumbai, we have 1 in Noida, 1 in Tidal Park, and 1 in Tidal Park Chennai, and 1 in Bangalore. Okay, so there are a lot of, so from this data center we provide your hosting services, managed hosting services, and cloud services. So these are the services that we provide apart from your physical space, power, and managed services. Transformation services like, if a company would like to consolidate their data center, if they have got multiple data centers, they want to consolidate the data center in one particular place, in one particular data center. So we do that consolidation. We can do the virtualization. We can create a private cloud for them, and if they so desire, even we can do the migration also, the application migration part also we can do. Where they have gone for our entire cloud infrastructure. They didn't buy server, they didn't buy storage, they didn't buy any network devices, they didn't buy any security gadget. Okay, so the entire thing we have given them as a pay-per-use model. And from Calcutta, at least 6 customers in the last 4 months' time. And all the managed services, be it your IT infrastructure management, security management, backup management, everything we provide from our data center. This is the cloud infra we built 2.5 years back. Today we have almost about 300 customers. There's a lot of things which are happening in the market. So Mr. Sahu, one of our partners, is here from Bhubaneswar. I was there in Bhubaneswar last Monday and Tuesday, and then I think he took me to a customer place where the requirement that was identified was for a forward supply chain solutions. For a sales and distribution company, when they need to have a visibility for secondary and tertiary sales, they need an application which is a forward supply chain solutions. We have given it to customers like ITC, Tata Tea, Pidilite, Papa, so many, all the major sales and distribution company, they have gone for this software from Sify. Very few of you probably will know, that Sify has developed this application in-house. Okay, so he took me to a customer along with our Bhubaneswar associate, and we started talking about these applications, okay, where we have deployed, how this can be integrated. Incidentally, they have their ERP is SAP. So in the course of our discussion, we found that their SAP is on IBM Power Series, AIX, and they are using this hardware for the last 7 years. So I would like to, to all our partner community, that how today the emerging model that we have, when you go out in the market, your 80 to 90% business, you bring for connectivity. Well, you get 80 to 90, you get more connectivity business, you are most welcome. But parallelly, there are emerging business models, there are new businesses. The same customer that you are visiting, if you do little bit of probing, if you spend little bit of more time, you will find that you will end up doing much more than what you are doing currently. Okay? Then, when we were discussing about this application, then we discovered that it is a refresh time. Then I asked him, sir, would you, and it is on a IBM Power Series, and it is a Unix platform, and it is like a kind of locking. The moment you go for any of the Power Series, it's not just IBM, you go for HP, UIS, you go for Sun Solar, these are all Unix. Once you go for it, you kind of lock yourself, right? So today, the innovations are happening around open system. So customers would like to go out of this and they want to go for open platform. But they are not very clear how the migration can happen. Is it very complicated? Is it very costly affair? Okay. So I took him, I was supposed to spend about half an hour. We ended up spending almost about 1.5 hours to 2 hours. And I gave him a perspective that, what is the trend, what is going on in the market, who are the customers who have done it, why they have done it, and what is your price model that is available. Okay? And then for him it is a zero risk, because he doesn't have to spend any money upfront on the infrastructure. It's not just on the infrastructure, it is on the platform. Along with the infrastructure, we give the entire platform security. Okay? So he will not have to pay any money upfront. He will only pay me quarterly. And we have a termination clause that by giving a 3 months notice, he can move to another service provider. Where is the risk? There is no risk. And he said that I was talking to a lot of other companies, they have given me offer. It was not for the total solutions in piecemeal basis. Somebody has quoted 1 crore, somebody has quoted 1.5 crore. So we had a very healthy discussion, and we'll be meeting again next week here to take it to the next level. In Calcutta today, Satya is here, logarithm, right Satya? Yeah. We met one of the customer, similar requirement, right? So a lot of, they were talking about dedicated model. I asked them one simple question, that you as a customer, you as an end user, what do you look for? When you have a SAP as an application, or for that matter any ERP, what do you look for? It is the application performance. It is the end user experience. When they access the application, they should be able to access the application in a fairly good state, and they should have that, comfort that, yeah, I'm getting good state and my application is performing when I need it the most. I said, if that is the case, then why you bother? Whether I'm giving it from a private cloud or I'm buying a dedicated box, what you want? You want SLA from me. And I told him that in one end you talk about cloud, in other end you tell me that you give me the best price. And cloud by design is not a cheaper solution, because cloud, the kind of infrastructure that we put, is extremely high-end equipment that we put. Okay? So it is not a cheap solution. It is much more costly. The kind of redundancy that you have within the data center, can the enterprise create that kind of redundancy? No, it will never give you that ROI. But we can create that kind of redundancy, we can create that kind of infrastructure, is because of the multi-tenancy factor, because I give it to multiple customers. Then I told him an analogy. Very simply, customer, it doesn't mean that we have to give a hi-fi, your jargon. I told him, sir, when you need a MPLS network, MPLS backbone is what? At the end of the day, it is a cloud. One MPLS backbone I have multiple customers. I have ITC running on it, I have Imami running on it. But does it mean that ITC data and Imami data is getting mixed up? No, it is not. And ITC is never, they do not want to, buy my entire backbone. They only buy that service. If they need 2 Mbps, In 200 locations, they buy only 2 Mbps network, and I create a virtual network for them. They are not bothered because they know that there is no security compromise which will happen in my network. Okay, because I am a service provider. Once that compromise happens, I am not there. I am not there at all. He understood. Then the CIO himself came out and said, I do not want any dedicated box. Because if I buy a dedicated box, I have to commit right today. But I know if I go for a TDI model, which is a tailored data center integration, tailored, okay, I can start with small, and as my requirement goes up, I can increase. Okay, and his cost will come down. In this model, his cost will come down by 1/3. So today's CIO, they look for these options. But only thing is that we have to go and tell them that this is the model that is available and why they should not worry about security. If we just make a statement and tell them that you did not worry about security, they will not be convinced, right? We have to tell them, we have to articulate, we have to take them through the architecture, we have to give examples of other customers who have gone for similar kind of solutions. So these are to my partner community, I would like to tell you, you are our extended feet on the ground, and you have been doing a fabulous job. But I would like to tell you with Sify, it is not only connectivity or some application services. There's a lot of things you can do. Only thing is that with your customer, you need to spend more time. You need to get more training from Sify. So these are the plan that we have. Indrajit, my colleague, will take you through the training program that we have lined up for our channel partners. Okay. So on cloud, we provide everything: infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. One example, software as a service, the application that forward supply chain solution forum, mobile-based applications, these are available purely on a pay-by-use model. Customer doesn't have to buy the license on a perpetual model. They only pay per user per month. And this is not costly. This is not costly solution at all. So, the entire solution, your virtual private data center, your dedicated server, storage, security, network, everything you get as a service, and depending on the nature of the application, if it is a web facing application, say your web server, we can give you a public cloud. If it is a ERP, we can give you a private cloud. If you have both, we can give you a combination of private cloud and public cloud, which is called hybrid cloud. So the growth drivers, if you look at the market, more and more customers are demanding for utility models, pay-per-use model. Which means anything as a service. We have discussed about it: infrastructure, platform, network as a service, desktop as a service. So that is the growth drivers. So if you look at earlier, it was a hardware. There is a vendor who gives hardware, there is another vendor who gives software, there is another vendor who gives network. But today if you look at, our kind of company, if you look at Sify, we are a pure ICT company. We provide the entire services, be it from MPLS network to data center to their IT infrastructure. So there is the play for service provider like us is increasing day in, day out. And converse services for IT and telecom. Customers are not looking for your separate player for IT and telecom. So if they go for a service provider like us, we can give that as a turnkey solutions to them. Increase adoption of cloud services. So we have discussed about it. More and more customers are looking for cloud solutions. They want to save on cost. They, after 5 years, 6 years, they do not want to take the hassle of technology refresh, because that time technology refresh, technology upgrade is our responsibility. Only they have brought the application in my infrastructure. It is our responsibility to provide them seamless your infrastructure year after year. They only continue to pay us on a quarterly basis. Security. In the data center, you have all types of security. Based on the security policy of the organization, we can configure the security apparatus accordingly. Checkpoint is here today. They are the number one, security company in the world. Okay, so they will talk more about security. I think I have personally worked very, very closely with Checkpoint. I remember selling their first software-based firewall to IBP in the year 1999-2000, and they come a long way. If you go through their website, you will see the kind of accolades that they have got worldwide. Okay, and we have done a lot of work. I remember when I was in Delhi, I have done Punjab National Bank, so many other companies in Calcutta, even in the eastern region, we have done lots of business together. My friends from Checkpoint, they will talk more about security. Okay, today, discrete transformation. Today, if you look at more and more customers, they want to go for transformation services. What are these transformation services? Today, if you look at the Chennai situation, right? Nobody thought. Normally, people, when they come to go for disaster, they think that what will happen? Within the data center, I have got all kinds of redundancy. Every component has got at least one redundancy. You have genset, UPS, design is 2n plus 1. So where is the chance of failure? But then situations like Chennai, situation like Mumbai, which has happened in 2005, situation like Nepal, which has happened 3 months back, it does happen. So are you prepared for it? Are organizations prepared for it? And there the DR comes. But then for DR kind of services, if you tell them that, sir, for DC you have a 2 crore of investment, DR you also have to spend 2 crore, do you think any customer will go for it? They will not go for it. So there is a model today. If a customer, because DR doesn't happen every day, DR will happen once in a month. It can happen once in a month. It may not happen once in a year. It may not happen once in 5 years also, right? But if it happens, if you do not have that business continuity plan, then your entire business will come to a standstill. So we have a model wherein you pay only for 2 months and you enjoy DR for the entire year. So this is a transformation services. So there is a VDI today, there is a bring your device, okay, DY, okay. So these are transformation services, productization of services. Today, these services that we are talking about, they are the catalog-based services. So these are available. So the more and more productization of the services is also happening. So these are the growth drivers, and more customers are looking for this. Okay, and I'm very proud to share with you that everything that we are doing within Sify, and you'll see much more thing happening, much more, all innovations are happening all within this. So these are technical slides. I will not spend much time. I know because technical presentation is a boring presentation. So the point is infrastructure at the core, data center. Then you have network, compute, storage, platform, middleware, security, all as a service. Then on the top of that, we can do virtualization, consolidation, workload migration. And on the top of that, all the managed services we can provide. And the final is the applications. So, Sify, these are the 5 LOBs that we have. Network services. Under network services, MPLS, domestic MPLS, international MPLS, business plus internet connectivity, collaboration services, video conference as a service that we give. Customer doesn't have to buy costly video conferencing equipment. They pay me, on a pay-by-use model. So that model is available. Okay, so all those international connectivity, all this come under network services. Data center we have discussed, okay. So apart from these 6 tier 3 plus data center, we have around 12 tier 2 data center. We have one in Calcutta as well, okay. And from these data centers, we provide cloud services, okay. All 3 types, infrastructure, platform, and software. And then application services, one application we talked about is forward supply chain solutions. Another application that we have is your online assessment services, which is online registration, online exam. A lot of education institutions, they use these services. And for education institution, schools, college, university, we have a software solution which we call university management software or school management software. It's an extremely good application that we have. We have done it in a couple of places, and the response from the customer is extremely good. Okay, so that's one. I'm sure you'll have a lot of educational institute as your customers. So when you are, you visit next or come for the next training session in Sify, please do ask for this product. This is it is selling like hotcakes. Okay, and the technology integration services is system integration, so any kind of service. All along we have been talking about our own data center, services, like customer bringing their application in our data center. Okay, if a customer doesn't want to bring his application, at the end of the choice of the customer, it could be their IT policy, they do not want to move out of their data center. For example, ITC in Calcutta, they have built their own data center in Bangalore. They do not want to move. For some application they move, but for their core ERP, they have decided, they're a big company, so they have decided that we will remain in our data center. So if a company, they want to build their own data center, we can build the data center both from non-IT and IT perspective, and then we can, if they want us to do a virtualization in the data center, we can do it. If they want us to do a kind of private cloud for them, we can do it, and we can do the operation and management for that data center. We have done it for a lot of entities. We have done it for enterprise customers. We have done it for a lot of government customers, like government of Tripura, government of Sikkim, government of Meghalaya, government of Kerala, and these are all minimum 2,000 square feet data centers that we have built. And now the second step is, we are creating a private cloud for them. For the state of Madhya Pradesh and Kerala, we have already done. So apart from that, any system, be it a CCTV project or a campus LAN project for big campuses, it could be education institution, it could be a hospital, it could be a big manufacturing unit, it could be a tea garden. Okay, so campus Wi-Fi, CCTV, your facility, all those things fall under system integration or technology integration services, and we provide that. These are some of the awards and accolades. We have been recognized by IDC, Frost & Sullivan for VPN services. We have been recognized by Gartner for our managed services. Infocom, we have been the recipient of Best Data Center Award consecutively for 3 years. For e-learning, I don't know whether Sify has got Brandon Hall Gold Excellence Award for their contribution in e-learning. Consecutively for 3 years. We have done a lot of work for companies like Cisco, Microsoft of the world. This is the project that I was talking about. We have delivered the largest project, NI project, Network Integration Project. It is not a SI project. This is the largest NI project that we have delivered in the country, 982 crore project. And we are going to manage it for the next 7 years. This is another Max Healthcare. This is a transformational project that we have done. Here is a company, they are a specialty hospital, extremely demanding customer. Their data center was in Noida, their data center was with Dell in Noida. Okay, and then they decided to move from Dell to another service provider. They evaluated, they had a very extremely rigorous, that time I was in Delhi, so I can talk on this project. I was the person who was interfacing with the customer. Okay, so they decided on Sify for their DC, DR, and the entire management part of it. So these are the Sify 3.0 transformational project that we are talking about. So when you go to your customer, please keep your eyes open, eyes and ears open, and explore this. Explore this. Example, in cities like Bhubaneswar, in cities like Northeast. Yesterday, we have closed one deal, DC DR, and they were not thinking of going for DR. They were finding it slightly costly. And this Chennai incident has happened, and they decided to go for DR. And this customer is from Guwahati. And this customer is from Guwahati. So they have gone for DCDR. It is application is it's a ERP for them. So they have gone for DCDR. So the customer. The point that I would like to make is the customer is from Guwahati. So customer from Guwahati, Bhubaneswar, your Jharkhand, they are going for this service. So it is not. It will be wrong to say that today this transformational project, this new emerging your model are only kind of taken by the big companies in a big from a big metro city. No, it is not like that. It is no more confined to metro cities. These are some of the customers in all the vertical, be it banking, insurance, retail, your non-banking, finance, manufacturing, others. Almost all the vertical that we have. Education also we could not cover it here. Okay. Thank you so much. My presentation is over. If you have any questions, anything to us, please feel free to ask me, or else we can take it up during the networking session. Any questions? No questions. Thank you so much. Okay, and we look forward for your continued support. The kind of performance that you have given last year, we hope that you will continue to give the same performance, or you will do better this year. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you once again.